I'm a sucker for a good sunset. Can I show you again a live look off towards the west here from Fayetteville, looking towards that 4971B interchange. Beautiful evening out there. Those clouds are going to thicken back up as we see another round of moisture moving into the area overnight tonight. In Fort Smith, a bit more of a muted sunset, but a nice sunset nonetheless. Got to put Rocky out there earlier today with those lines of showers and thunderstorms moving into the area, not just this morning, but into this afternoon. Overall, it's all part of this one single large behemoth of a storm system. There are the showers and storms that move through early in the day, all part of round one. You'll notice that's also pushing off towards the central and eastern Arkansas. Meanwhile, we're turning our attention to this second cold front that's going to be moving into the area here within the next several hours. Not only is it going to bring in some cooler temperatures, in fact, it feels much cooler out there now than it did even an hour or so ago, courtesy of those winds shifting back out of the northwest. This same low pressure is going to spin some of that moisture at the exact same time as it's pushing us some colder air. We're going to get that recipe to produce a little bit of snow later this evening. Here's what live radar shows us right now. That line of thunderstorms pushing out of our viewing area. Still a little bit of rain lingering on the backside of that in Johnson, Logan County, a little bit in eastern Madison County. Once that pushes out, things should be quiet for a few hours, albeit a spotty shower or two can't be ruled out. It's not severe, but you do notice a lot of lightning strikes. You're hearing the thunder, good amount of heavy soaking rain, and at times some breezy winds, 40 or so miles per hour. Things tapering off in northwest Arkansas. So we got a few hours if you want to get the pups outside for a walk. Maybe you got to run some errands before those next showers develop, likely later this evening. This is going to be 9:30. We'll watch for those raindrops to start falling in northeast Oklahoma, moving into northwest parts of the state. And then by around midnight and then thereafter, we expect that to transition over into a wintry mix. Areas along and north of I-40 are going to be most prone to seeing some of these snow showers. Now, here's the thing. It is going to continue on and off into the early parts of tomorrow morning. This is 5:30, so we've probably still got a few flurries flying. It's not going to amount to much, and there's a few reasons why. Number one, it's been so warm the last several days. Ground temperatures are pretty warm. It's going to start to melt on contact. Number two, even while that system is drawing in some cooler air tonight, temperatures are rapidly dropping. It's only going to get to around 32, 33 degrees, and that in of itself is going to mitigate some accumulation. This is generally the footprint where we could see some minor accumulations. I think many of us north of I-40 may be seeing a little bit of a dusting. It melts off pretty quickly. In fact, depending on when you wake up tomorrow morning, you might not even see it at all. There will be an isolated spot or two, especially higher elevations, those mountain ridges that maybe you pick up at most an inch. Little to no impact on those roads tomorrow. The bigger story, and I know it's not as attention grabbing, it's the winds. We're in a bit of a lull, and that's going to be the case going into the next few hours. But after midnight, as that trough of low pressure continues to deepen and intensify, wind gusts, and these are isolated gusts. This isn't sustained constant wind. There's a big difference, but gusts nonetheless, 40 to 50 miles per hour. The highest winds along and north of I-40 as well. The closer we can get to the core of low pressure. Even south of I-40 though, we do have that potential for some 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and that continues all night long and likely through tomorrow. This is going to be 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's starting to slowly relax. By late tomorrow night, about 24 hours from now or so, things are improving, but nonetheless, a very windy evening. That same storm system causing a lot of folks some issues out there. Headaches, migraines, aches, pains, joint pain. If you've been grabbing the ibuprofen and the Bengay today, you're not alone. It's likely this area of low pressure, very, very low, abnormally low, one of the stronger areas of low pressure we've seen in a while. As it pulls away, though, high pressure is going to return to the forecast. So by tomorrow evening, you're going to feel a little bit better out there. And then you'll notice by Thursday night into the weekend, we've got another disturbance moving into the area. Barometric pressure dropping. Rain chances on the increase there Saturday. 30% chance of that. Don't forget, before you go to bed Saturday night, we got to move those clocks forward an hour, and we're going to gain a little bit of sunshine Sunday afternoon, back in the low 60s, warming us up into the 70s by Monday and Tuesday of next week. So a very active next few days. It's going to get cooler out there tomorrow. Expect highs only in the upper 40s, low 50s, and that's the actual air temperature. Now factor in those really, really breezy winds, and it's going to feel a little bit cooler out there. Quieter and slightly warmer weather returns to the forecast by Thursday and Friday.